There are some traditions in Indian pharma sales and marketing which are hurting us badly, but still we are continuing them. Why? Because this is tradition and we are doing it for a long time, so we should keep on doing it. That is a simple reason. And traditions are there to be just to be followed without even questioning for that. Because we have been doing it for decades together. Our bosses were also doing probably. So today we are talking about one such tradition, that is of fault finding during the joint field work. When a manager, whether it's area manager, regional manager or any senior manager goes to field work, he essentially finds fault in the local medical rep or the local manager. Whatever good this medical rep or local manager do, still fault finding will be there. See, fault can be something in the doctor list. Your doctor list is wrong. There can be something wrong with the coverage. There can be fault in the detailing. There can be some fault finding in the prescription demand. There can be some fault finding in the RCPA or maybe any damn thing. But there has to be something. It can be anything, but you can't do the right thing. Some fault has to be there. Some issues has to come up. But another wonderful thing is that here that medical rep also knows that some fault finding will be there once the manager comes. Whatever he does, good or bad, but some fault he has to listen. Means behavior from each one is expected, or he or she is mentally prepared to listen this. Okay, once my senior manager come, something he is going to tell. So in this situation, when medical rep listens something, this kind of fault finding, he take them with some pinch of salt, as there has to be something. It can't go on the right thing, or he hardly can speak something very good. So the manager cannot go back without saying something negative. Bigger is the manager, bigger will be the fault finding. If your area manager come, he can fault find in one or two things. Regional manager maybe 3-4 things. General manager maybe little more. General manager can tell something grossly wrong. So bigger is the manager, bigger will be the fault finding. If you are not finding such a fault, probably you are not a big enough manager. See, if we go back to the real purpose of joint field work, any junior person will expect 4 things from the visiting manager. The one thing is that he expects some help in the doctor conversion. Whether the doctor can be KOL, KBL, because some senior doctor, they does not get converted, does not give much of the response to the local medical rep. One senior manager come because of his position, because of his expertise, or because of doctor perception that way, or because of some promotional tool they talk about, they give more response or better response to the senior visiting managers. So local person or the medical rep expect once my some senior is coming, he will help me in some doctor conversion. The second thing is expect is that during that visit, I will learn some new skill for customer conversion, or some new tool for customer conversion, or some tool for the how to build a business. Some new learning so that my business can go on, my business can increase. Third thing the person expect from the senior manager is that something on his career progression. How I can get promotion, how I can get better increment, how I can build up better reputation in the company. Overall, he want to listen something on the career progression, because that is something he expect from them. And fourth thing probably is that something new learning about company we were working, something new learning about job, something new learning about industry, because senior person is coming who has gone through all these things. He will talk something more visionary things, so that person can be enriched. What about industry, about company, about job. But instead of getting some of these things, what he get is a manager who is always busy on the phone and finding fault left and right. Or can say he get a manager who love kind of fear mongering or creating fear in the junior's mind. He tell what all is wrong there. Whether X thing is wrong or Y thing is wrong or Z thing is wrong, but something is wrong. Look at other way around. Why a manager goes to the field work? Manager goes to joint field work for 2-3 reasons. The first is the on-the-job training and the supervision. When first line manager goes, his job is there to on-the-job training to the medical rep and their supervision. Maybe second line goes, he look at on-the-job training and supervision to first line manager and so on. Second reason is that for most of the manager is a key customer cultivation, because ultimately everybody wants sale. So top doctor, KOL, KBL has to be converted. Relations has to build up with them. That has become second reason. And third reason is that observation of different type. Maybe first line manager will look at how my medical rep is working, how doctors are behaving, how customers are behaving. Second line look at more from market point of view, competition point of view. Maybe third line manager maybe look at more from what is new happening in the market, what are the new trends in the market, what can be the futuristic thing can be there. Somebody, maybe general manager goes, he look at how the industry is working, how the doctors are responding to our input, promotional inputs, how doctors are responding to other company promotional inputs, what kind of competition it is there, what all we need to do, different observation things. These are the purpose of going. But what happened there is most of the time is the fault finding, and that too has become now very routine and very expected, unfortunately. So we need to correct this age-old habits or tradition, as the new generation or young generation is much more assertive. It is not like the previous people, they take it receiving end. This new generation, this young generation does not take it things at receiving end. So creating fear or the fault finding will be more damaging to the company as well as to manager concerned, because if you do more of such things, your image get spoiled, your company image get spoiled, and ultimately you earn the bad name only for yourself as well as the company. So we need to understand that nowadays with this new generation, the autocracy is not going to work. With this new generation, you have to be democratic, you have to take them along, and you have to give them respect in order to take work from them and excel in the work whatever you do.